This is GBC, popularly called, still in Amejope, but this place, this side is called GBC. Now, why is it called GBC? It has the first mast or transmitter ever mounted in Ghana. And it was for GBC, and it is even now still for GBC. So this place became popularly known as GBC. And the road starts right from Abrerica Hospitalities or Hotels straight to this place. Right. Now, what we're going to be doing is that we're going to have a tour of the place and have the history behind it. Godwin is still with me. In fact, he is my man for Amejope. I've taken his day and I'm going to continue to take it. Because he has all the information that we need for this trip that we've come. We're showing you all this for you to see and appreciate how far we've come as a country, how far we've come as a nation. And this is an aspect of Ghana, which is in the Volta region. This is the north of Volta, right? Whole West. This is Whole West. And here we are. So we're going to go in there for you to see. But you need to confirm for me, is this the first mast or first transmitter for GBC?
It really is. And the oldest, actually.
And the oldest?
Yes, it is the oldest.
So is it still functioning?
It is functioning as it has always been.
Fully functioning?
Fully functioning.
I see. And you told me it has been digitalized, and these are some of the tubes.
Yes,
and
on the ground.
On the ground. Yes. That's the tube on the ground.
That's
so we're going to know more about it, and then we're going to step in. I don't know if it's okay for us to start stepping in. We're good. Okay, so Mr. Godwin is going to take us through. How old approximately is this edifice?
Approximately, it's getting to 70 years old.
It's getting to 70 years old?
Yes, approximately.
Approximately. Yes. And this is the tower?
This is the tower. So for whatever reason, they decided to actually blend the government guest house with GBC.
Right. For whatever reason.
For whatever reason. Maybe on the basis of broadcasting or the activities of the government as at that time.
Yes.
So as I said earlier on, that place happens to be housing the government officials.
Yes.
Of which Kotoka was part, Jerry John Rollins was part, so on and so forth. And then, as I said again, the place equally now house the military personnel of Ghana.
Right.
When they actually come for training.
Right.
That is once every year.
Right.
So they stay basically for a week or two, after which they are gone again until another year.
Until another year.
Yes. So the structures you see right here, especially the one at left.
This particular building.
Yes.
Right.
As dilapidated as it looks, it actually does house the military personnel as they come again.
Even when they come.
Even when they come
for
again.
They can be anywhere.
They are everywhere.
It still houses them. This particular building here.
So we will go a little bit into the structure.
Okay.
And we see what it houses.
Okay. So we're taking a tour of this particular structure, which is very monumental, very historical. Everything around tells you how old it is. Now look at how the floor is, and this is the door. Wait, before you even open the door, now look at the door. Look, so old, so old. Look at the louver blades. Everything is rusty, even the nets. You see? But we're going to get in and see what's in there. All right, after you, sir. Whoa.
It's a very big place.
Wow.
Very old. Very old.
Wow. Well, more like a haunted house, man. When you watch your horror films, woo!
You can see the chairs.
See the chairs. The way it's been like this for ages. It's been like this for ages. Look at that. Look at here. It's been like this for ages, man. Look. The bed. Check the bed out. Look. For ages. Look at the fan. So old and rusty. Yeah.
Everything is extremely old.
Everything is extremely old. Everything is extremely old here. The drawers, the tables, the fan, the ceiling.
Everything
Look
is
at the
old.
fluorescent tube, man.
Very, very old.
Very old.
So the only time we maintain this place is where the military officials are coming.
That's when it is maintained.
That is when it is maintained. That
Yeah.
you see sweeping here and there,
Cleaning.
weeding the entire compound and all of that.
Or once they are
gone, we
back
leave
to
it
factory
until
setting,
it is
until they
time
come
again.
back.
Yes.
Yes. Is it to discourage people from coming to squat over here? You know, when you keep maintaining it, somebody could take advantage of it and come and squat. Is it the reason why when the military people come, you prepare it, when they leave, you leave it?
Well, mostly because it is a military property.
Right.
And then we actually don't want to actually be involving ourselves so much in the issues of the military.
Right, that's
So once they give the command,
You do it.
is when we do it.
Beautiful. Beautiful. This is for all, because I mentioned military, so that they don't come and catch me and beat me. This is for good reasons. You know, it's for good reasons. No malice behind it. No malice aforethought. So please don't beat me. Ahoya, I beg. All right, Mr. Godwin, let's continue. We're still on the compound of GBC.
Yes.
Yes, the transmitter is here, and we're going to have a serious convo. I hear it is so powerful. Now, yeah, these are fairly. Whoa.
Now we go this way.
We'll go this way.
This way.
Okay, so I hear there is something interesting here that
The
we
tank.
need to check out. And Legend, even though so tired this morning already, he's doing a good job. Whoa! Loads of TV sets. Like, for real, man. Hey, will I find president inside? President. Charlie. Okay, there's Sonny. Where is it? This one? The small one is the president. Eh? Hey, look at fluorescent tube. Is that not it? Hey, we call it a tikopo. We call it hunchback television. So are these TV sets, did they used to be used here? And how did they end up here?
Well, we have technicians
Okay.
working with GBC.
Right. Okay.
One of them is actually a television technician.
Right.
So the people from the town actually bring their televisions
For
here
him to fix.
For him to fix.
Oh my God. So this okay. We won't disturb his work. We won't disturb his work.
And
But I
this,
wish.
because of digitalization,
Yes.
and then the modern kind of televisions we have, I think the people are deliberately refusing to take their televisions now.
So it has become it has become his loss.
Exactly.
So they have to come and live in the government's property. But I wanted to see president because it's one of the first television sets my old boy bought. Black and white. Hey, we didn't sleep. Oh. We used to watch wrestling on it. But I'm seeing digital control, Samsung, Akai, Sony. Wow, interesting. Sanyo. Charlie.
They are now a monument as well.
So yes, this particular one, we'll leave this one here, and we move into the transmitter and have television and radio transmission conversation. Right. So let's leave this one here. We are now coming to have transmission, transmitter, communication, conversation, radio, TV. Now, there is one very important history that I'm sure Godwin will share with us. If he's unable to, I'll remind him, I'll shift it there, or we might even start with a conversation. We will be going to Mount Gemi, and on top of Mount Gemi, there is a cross. A big one. It is there. You can even see it from where we stand because Mount Gemi is just right in front of us, but you can see it from afar. That cross was initially thought to be one that was used for religious purposes, not knowing that there was a cable behind it that the Germans were using for communication. In fact, from what I gathered, from Ghana and their other counterparts in Togo and the rest of the surrounding countries. So when this mast was put up, there were transmission problems until it was traced. I'll leave it here until it was traced. What was traced? Godwin will give us that info. But just so you know that this is a very important place in Ghana when it comes to communication, radio, television, and the rest. Mr. Godwin, take us through. You say this is the first.
It is. It is the first. And then it was meant to serve the purpose of communication and then broadcasting.
Right.
So far as GBC is concerned and Volta Star is concerned. However, there was a little bit of interference so far as that cross is concerned.
Yeah. We'll show them that cross. And when we get there, we'll flip and let them see here and see how directly opposite they are. Directly opposite. So if the transmission moves from here straight, if it moves from there straight here, smart people, man.
Very smart. So maybe the people of the community assumed that that cross was only for religious relevance.
Right.
Until this mass came into being. So with so much interference that the mass was actually not functioning well, they decided to trace the problem.
What was making the mast not function well?
Not to function
even
well.
when it is situated on the highest point
Yes.
in West Africa.
In West Africa. So getting there, they realized that there was a cable behind the cross. And that very cable was the problem. So they have to disconnect the cable completely. In disconnecting the cable, now this actually functioned. Then
Properly.
they realized that actually the cross was not for only religious relevance, but for communication
Purposes as well.
Yeah.
You heard this first here, Amejope, GBC. So this mast now, how many stations use it?
Well,
GBC still uses it because it's for them.
GBC uses it, and then Volta Star also does. But of late, the marks you see up there,
Right.
some are for Vodafone, and some equally are for MTN.
Wow.
And other networks.
And other networks.
Yes, and
they are
other
all
networks.
sharing it.
They are all sharing it.
I also gathered, before you proceed, that when the mast was fully established and was open for Volta Star radio, the transmission was so powerful that Volta Star went as far as Egypt and I think South Africa, also some other very far countries. So you could be in Egypt and actually tune into Volta Star from Ghana, or you could be in South Africa and tune into Volta Star from Ghana. Meanwhile, radio is regional, but you can imagine how far this went. But being a GBC, it's national, the whole of Ghana. So how was it possible for someone in South Africa, like let's say Johannesburg or Egypt, to get Volta Star transmission?
The machines we had here were advanced machines.
Right.
Were very much advanced that we failed to notice until all that happened. Then we knew the value of what the Ghana government actually brought into this community. It really went that far.
It really went that far.
It really went that far.
Wow.
It really did. So it's only of recent that probably there are some lapses.
There are some lapses, yeah.
Because the machines are becoming old and all of that.
Okay, so this is it. This is the mast. So where does the transmission, the setup, everything happen?
In the room.
In this room.
In this very room. So I will introduce you to the machines right in that room.
Wow.
And where you will even find a very old plant that the machine actually uses.
An old plant that
Very,
the machine...
very old.
Very, very old plant that
But
the machine
still
uses.
functioning.
Properly.
Yes.
This is Amejope GBC, the highest point of human settlement in Ghana. In case you just, started watching, just so you know, this is the highest point of human settlement. In fact, in the whole of West Africa. So you might want to come. We have been here, so you can be here too. So come and explore Ghana. Ghana is beautiful. Ghana is nice. Volta Region. So we've gotten in there, right?
Yes.
Site name, site ID number, and so on and so forth. Okay, so we'll forget that. We'll skip these details for good reasons.
Ooh, this was the machine I owned yesterday.
This,
so it's like I'm in charge.
yeah, so you turned this on yesterday.
So, you know, they operate with electricity and also with the generator, the plant.
Yes.
So what happens is that if there is a little bit of fluctuation work in electricity, then this machine automatically must
Takes
come
over,
on.
yes.
So that there will be no problems with the communication.
Right.
Or with the broadcasting.
With the broadcasting, yeah.
So right here is what we do. At this very side,
Yeah.
should there be a network problem, the machine itself either goes off or senses it and begins to misbehave somehow. So
yeah.
what we do is we just have to on this one, then the machine begins to function automatically. So once it functions for some times and then the electricity itself stabilizes,
right,
then it goes off automatically again. So there's no power problem here.
No power problem.
Everything functions accordingly.
Stationary.
Yes.
Everything is always working. I'm sure this is the old plant you talked about.
Yes, this is the old plant we talk about. Very, very old.
Very old.
With a lot of gallons.
Looking like a train.
Yes. But it is so powerful.
It is so powerful.
No jokes.
This one.
Yes. There was even a time that a plant from here, I believe this very one, was able to supply light to other parts of the community when there was no electricity.
When there was no electricity in the town.
Yes.
The plant from here
was
able
supplying
to
light.
supply electricity to the whole of the community.
To the community.
Wow.
And also to the College of Education. So they were getting direct light from here. Ameku. From here. Before finally,
light came.
JJ brought light.
So JJ brought light to this place.
Oh, he did. It was his regime that actually brought light.
In fact, this place is so dear to JJ.
So dear.
So I feel.
It was really that dear to him.
It was really that dear to him.
First, because he's a Voltarian, and also realizing that it is actually the highest inhabited point in the whole of Africa.
Yes.
And also a military hideout.
Yes.
So these are sensitive areas that he considered, yes.
Beautiful. So, there's something here as well?
Oh, that is the transmission area.
That's the transmission.
You know, they're all machines.
Yes,
So from here to here,
and
then from here to here. Then finally, it escalates all over.
Okay, so we won't get into the transmission area because
yes, okay.
Yes, for reasons best known to transmission and so on and so forth, so that we can see the plants. Now we'll exit. But I hear again that when transmission starts, right, it comes to this mast before it disseminates. So if there's a problem with GBC, could it be, back in the day, when there's a problem in transmission, you know directly it's from here.
You will know. And then GBC by then was full of experts, as it is today.
Yeah.
So they are always very cautious with interruptions. So once there's a slight problem, they begin to receive calls.
Yes.
And I tell you, within the twinkle of an eye, everything is put into order. That's how it was, and still that is how it is.
Yes, GBC,
they
are highly professional. For that one, I can attest to.
Very professional.
Very professional. And they are still maintaining their old chairs and tables, man.
They are. They are.
Yes.
Nothing really has changed.
GBC, Volta Region, Ame. Wow.
This is one of the areas we are proud about.
This area?
Yes, the maintenance culture.
Yes.
It is something we all have to emulate. To be able to maintain things that are very old till date.
Till date, yes.
It's something to...
Yes, you've done well. You've done really well with maintenance. And even the meter. The meters, are those smart meters?
Very smart meters.
Right.
Very smart.
Right. Look at old receipts. Look. Old receipts there. Old receipts. Or old documents. Let me just put it that way. Yes. Old. Yes. First. Here. So we'll wrap up outside. Just as we came. So this road was actually constructed straight to get to this place.
Yes.
From down there to here. And that is the Mount Gami there. And that is Amejope Township also right there. Guys, we started from here. We'll end here for the GBC side of the conversation. I'm sure by now you've seen loads of info. You've seen loads of videos that we've brought to you from here. This is for good intentions. I mean, we're just letting you know the kind of monumental edifices we have in Amejope. So we have the Stone House, we have GBC, we have the oldest administration block, which is Ameko. We'll be going there for you to see it. We have this, we have that, and also we'll be showing you the German cemetery. Yes. When the Germans passed, where they were buried, we'll be showing you. So we're just exploring Amejope and its surrounding communities. So take note of that and keep it as such.